Hello. Well, hopefully this is working. Oh, it is working. I can't tell. It takes a while for the computer to kind of readjust what it's looking at. So, just making sure that you can see what I'm going to be working with you today. Hopefully, the quiz wasn't overly distracting yesterday. Why is this funky? Oh, it works backwards. Right there we go, Mr. Ram. Okay, so where are we? We are at the point where we understand how to use the sides to find an angle. Now we're kind of working it backwards. And in working it backwards, basically what we're doing is you're given an angle and a side, and you have to figure out one of the missing sides to eventually find them all. In a real world problem, this would be say if I'm standing here, this is my eye, and I'm looking at a 45-degree angle to the top of a tree, which I know or a building that's 22 feet. How far am I actually standing from the building or tree? That's what I could calculate. Or how far do I have to be standing to be safe? Okay, and that's kind of how it's done. So first things first, we try to remember the formulas or the ratios that are used in trigonometry. I'm just going to go over here for a second, grab the pieces of paper to put on the board so we can remember. All right. So, told you I'd be back. According to the acronym, the formula is either fitting under SO, CA, or TOA, right? Each representing a specific ratio. Now, taking a look at what we have a 45-degree angle, we have the 22, and let's say for the purpose of this video, we're actually looking for here. Okay? So which of the ratios requires the opposite side and the adjacent side? Well, if we take a look, opposite, adjacent, opposite and adjacent. So that means for this one to calculate it, we need to work with TOA, the formula for tangent. Now, writing that out, I keep stepping out of the field of view. So, writing that out, it's the tangent of an angle equals the opposite over the adjacent. Right? We always label the side so we know for this angle, this is the opposite side, and this is the adjacent side. Okay. So, we can plug in now the values we know. We know the opposite, we know the angle, we just don't know adjacent. So, it's the tangent of 45 equals 22 over adjacent. Now, what do we do here, Mr. Ram? It's a little confusing. Parts are moving around. We don't know where it is. This is easy. To determine this last one, these two pieces can switch spots. Okay? So if we were to rewrite it, okay, it would say equals 22 divided by the tangent of 45. Now, you'll see it better when I do it in the calculator, but basically, if I was to now punch in the numbers, so 22 divided by just a regular tangent button and then 45, I'm going to actually get an answer that the ADJ equals 22. Okay? So that would mean if this side's 22 and this side's 22, then this angle is going to be 45. Now, the last purpose of this was, like I said, is you were going to actually determine finding this out, what the last two sides are. That's Pythagorean's theorem, and that will be just in the next video. That's the second part of this one. Okay? So please click on the second one so you know how to do this.